Hello baby dolls, pDAI is pumping, and if you've just watched my video right before this, I've made a video about pDAI, the path to a peg. We go through DcentraliseMe's video, and we just show like these different mechanisms of how Aave works, compound works, and how a potential path to a peg appears. Now, Mr. NineIronCapital has been doing some very suspiciously final boss posts in the pDAI Telegram. Let me show you the climax right now. Does everyone realize that once this is done, Pulse will be able to be single side staked into defending the peg? There will be yield for everyone. Oh my gosh. Now, if you just remember my video that you just watched right before this, remember, in the post, friends, at the very end, there was this sequence from Mr. DcentraliseMe. Let's bring it up. And it was towards the end. It was towards the end. And I've actually got it right here. So this is pretty much it. If we just zoom in, it's at the bottom here, right? Because what ends up happening is you've got compound and you have Aave, and they both have, there's a cDAI and the aDAI. And there's MakerDAO that's sitting in between. And they have like the debts and stuff that they cross-owe each other, all right? So through some mechanism here that's already there, basically you follow this path here, right? cDAI goes through compound, changes into cWETH, which is C Ethereum, compound Ethereum, which changes here into pWETH, the Pulse chain wrapped Ethereum, which is actually Pulse. Because there is no P Ethereum. P Ethereum is PLS, our native gas token, when we forked it over. Okay? So that's wild, man. But then this moves and swaps into pDAI. So that is the wild part. That's why, because luckily, if you've watched that video, we go through it. Man, we don't have all the key pieces of the puzzle here, but Mr. NineIron saying, when it's done, look at this again. Your Pulse will be able to be single side staked into defending the peg. There will be yield for everyone. Now, this is one way pegs actually get defended. It's where people, they don't sell. Instead, they hold the line. You know, that when you hold the line, that means you believe. You know, that's the same thing as Bitcoin, right? So how does Bitcoin achieve an upwards trajectory peg towards flipping the US dollar? How does Bitcoin do that? US dollar is what, 100 trillion? I don't know. And how much is Bitcoin? 2 trillion. So obviously Bitcoin has believers. People don't sell their Bitcoin on average, they buy it on average every time money units are printed out there in the world. So by you holding Bitcoin, you are defending its peg. You think about it like that, right? But we don't use the P word peg, right? Because Bitcoin, they want it to flip. They want it to go up only, yes? This is a totally different mechanism. Now, friends, what I'm going to do is I'll play some gentle angel music. Play some gentle angel music for everyone, okay? Well, friends, one of you had a panic attack. Literally, one of you Habibs, I think it was Ahmed. Ahmed's going to be all right, bro. I still got all the original tracks. I've just added some new music. It's okay, bro. They're all still here. See? Ahmed wants to know, bro, where's the angel music? Where's the Pumpy G? We're still here, bro. It's never going anywhere, okay? It's going to be all right. Now, I'm just going to read for you some gentle comments from the pDAI Telegram. With Mr. NineIronCapital, he's giving some very heavy final boss vibes right now. No question marks, no typos. He's getting a bit spicy. So I got to show you. There's an actual guy named Pharts with PH. Mr. Pharts. Bro, did you use it have to be Pharts? Now no one's going to take you seriously. That's the thing. No one took this seriously from the start. Mr. Pharts and Mr. Cocky Investor are speaking in the chat. Mr. Cocky Investor, I don't know what the peg will look like, but it's looking good. And before many of you stated it, this feels inevitable. There's something special about pDAI. Mr. Pharts then messages, I'm getting the feeling it is a sacrifice. He's replying to Mr. NineIronCapital. Mr. NineIronCapital has said, no, sir, but it's going to take an action from each and every one of us to complete the process. Bravo, Pulse Chain Pioneers. Bravo. That's what Mr. 99 has said. And so that's why Mr. Pharts comes in and he's like, what type of action, my lord? Mr. Pharts replies to 99 and says, I'm getting the feeling our action might be a sacrifice. That's what he says. But then Mr. 99 says, no. He goes, it's not the type of sacrifice you're used to. He goes, there is no sacrifice. So I'm guessing there is going to be something in the story where we have to complete the journey of the hero's journey here, but there is a bit of another decision tree. Mr. 1000X0 replies to Mr. 99Capital, and he says, he's asking, is the sacrifice of not instantly rich by holding the line and earning dividends, dividend yields? That's what he's asking. Is that the sacrifice? So you don't get rich, but you have to hold the line and earn yield. Okay, that's what he says. And then we have obviously Mr. Raging Plankton, who's lost the plot. He goes, bro, stop talking in riddles!
Bizarre objects in the universe.
Mr. Raging Plankton. I know, bro. I know, but I've replied to Mr. Raging Plankton and I've said, look, to put it bluntly, they have to talk in riddles. Why? Because if they don't talk in riddles and they give you certainties, you invite non-believer G scum who will disturb the natural organic process of this. Basically, people who are non-believer, soy cabal, leg day skipping, fingernail painting, rounded elbows, non-squeaky chair sitters, those types of people, and toe suckers of the LA vape cabal if you let them, they will accumulate too much of the supply themselves and they might dampen the process of this later on. Yeah, it would be like BlackRock telling you in 2013, hey, we're going to buy this thing in 10 years. Do you know what I mean? It completely disturbs the whole process. You can't let that happen. So Mr. 99 replies to someone, Mus. Mr. 99, the D3M is owned by pDAI holders, not cDAI holders. This is an important distinction. And then he says, so Mr. Peter asks 99, does the final boss, does that mean we are going to go back down? As in, are we going to get like final boss destroyed again? Like we saw, and I'll just show you the quick price chart here. Oh my gosh, we actually just hit for 0.5 cents on my video. Oh, I think this calls for it, friends. This calls for it right now. Behold! Another nipple peg. The more the merrier. So we've actually hit it right now. So we had multiple bosses here. They went like, oh no, your dreams are over. Oh no, your dreams are over. Oh no, your dreams are over. So that's what we're referring to. A final boss comes out and kind of changes up the story for you. So 99, he says, no, sir. It doesn't mean we're going to go back down. He goes, it is going to take an action from each and every one of us to complete the process, right? So just we're building into this idea that we have to do something, and everyone's, obviously we're all scared as shit. Everyone's scared that we're going to have to, it's like, hey, you either take 1 cent now or you gamble for another 4 years and maybe it's $1. Like everyone's just like really scared about something like that. So obviously right now we do nothing, and Mr. 99 says, just sit tight, it'll become clear as it all happens. Now, in the midst of that, I made some cute posts here. 99Capital is the final boss. Look how cute this is. pDAI very close to the elusive 0.5 cent zone. So friends, I've actually, just to let you know, just to throw it in here, I have now placed my order for some glitter pants in the top left. I've actually bought some glittery disco underpants. We need an item. Of course, the boss has dropped an item. Okay, so we have, like I said, we have Catty's sorcery ring. We've got Richard's top hat, luck and evasion. Now we have to get the wonderful attributes of Maria Glitter Pants out here. Remember Maria's FUD? We've now officially reclaimed all the price levels. So it's not even like a matter of opinion, man. I mean, like something went to 0 and then came back to exactly the same price level. It's literally rewarded you for taking the other side. Now from, oh my gosh, you're up 19x from the gravestone emoji. Whoa. Also some funny stuff in the pDAI. So as I'm going through all of these friends, you have a couple of people just start fighting. Mr. 2K, Pride Month is over. Stop being gay. So we've got to like sift through these, and then a bunch of people show a bunch of dudes is kissing, making everyone feel very uncomfortable going through this stuff. But this is it's like, I hope in the future we all make it so people can watch these videos and go, oh my gosh, you're like sifting through homoerotic porn in his public Telegram, hoping to God no one ever sees what you're like looking at right now. Guys, you have to put dudes kissing in this GIF. Where are the admins? We're trying to read the final boss information, and they're just putting some strangely homoerotic stuff going out here. Oh gosh. So there's a post here by Nine to continue. He says, there is likely to be a choice, but that choice isn't the have or not have. It is to enhance your pDAI or not. So we ask, what does it mean? What does it mean, final boss? What does it mean? And then there's more riddles. A message here as well from Antoine. Anton says, I am all for it. Just please don't ask for additional capital. Anton also says, we are trucked. This space is full of cheats. So that's what Antoine said. He goes, man, we're trucked. This space is full of cheats. And he goes, we're never going to be able to get through this. But then NineIronCapital says, don't you think our genius leader has assumed this? And then we have enhance. I mean, Mr. Nine, what do you mean enhance? Of course, but we're having fun here. You're not going to know all the answers, dude. Okay. Like, why should we tell the answers for the non-believer G's? Like, I'm already in. I didn't give a shit about the answer. I honestly don't care. I'm already long. The less the market knows, the better. Like, why do you get a free ride? You know what I mean? I want you to go buy at 10 cents. You get your 10x, which is still, by the way, better than what you get anywhere else. But you can go enjoy and dream about your 10x to $1 over there. Or buy at 20 cents, dream about your 5x to $1. You know what I mean? You didn't deserve the 500x to $1 part. We had to sit through that. I was doing double nervous poo-poos. Wake up at 3 a.m., nervous poo-poo 3:30 a.m., try to go back to sleep, 4:15 a.m., another nervous poo-poo. I went through that. You didn't go through that. You were trying to hold obituaries for me in Twitter spaces. You guys were sucking on each other's toes, daring to get upset that me was bullish. And I said, you know what? I'm going to exercise my free right to buy this unbacked decentralized Ponzi stablecoin on PulseX. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to click buy. Click, 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 click. More Twitter conversations here. So Mus says, Somi never applies to 99 and Somi alt accounts. And then as he was typing that, I was in the middle of replying to him. All right. Look at Mr. X. Who are you exactly? But isn't it funny? A dude named Mr. X. That's the nickname that they give to the tyrant from Resident Evil 2 as well. A dude named Mr. X with the literal freaking anonymous avatar is asking another dude, who are you? Illiquid loans. Look at this. This is Mr. Pharts, PH. Also, he really didn't want to discuss this. So, look at this. This was the post here. Look at this carefully. He goes, 99, are you referring to using compound Ethereum as collateral to borrow compound DAI? I left the reference to the contract addresses. And then 99 replies, you can figure this out on your own. friend. And then I replied here, how do we get the Jeets to not dump besides some sort of staking lockup thing? Or we do more final boss FUD along the way as we rise? That's me asking. Like, okay, they either lock everybody up or Richard comes out. Like I said, the ultimate final FUD is this. Richard literally goes, ha ha ha, I do have a stable coin. And it's something else. That like would be like, no, you're shaking the tree. That would be it. But yeah, it's wild, man. It's up 19x, bro. It's up 19x from the gravestone emoji. It's been less than 2 months. You can sit on your cucumber and rotate 19x reward, bro. 1,800% reward for taking the other side of the crowd who are infected with soy. Where are you going to get that, bro? Where are you going to get that? Nowhere but here. Not financial advice. Could have gone to 0 for the 3rd time, by the way. Illiquid loans. Bring on more 5555 staking. See you all again broken in 4 more years. So that's obviously our fear. He's like, oh, bro, please not another staking thing. Oh, we're not going to do it, dude. We're just, everyone will just liquidate. I don't think it's been too long. More chat juice. Nine, you pay a premium for their pDAI when the time comes. That's what 99 says. So 99 replied to me. I said, how do we get the Jeets not to be a Jeet? And he says, you pay a premium for their pDAI when the time comes. And illiquid loans, Somi predicted this. Weird, because I was like saying, what if there's like some, that's what he's saying. Like, I guess, what if there's like this path of like, there's this fork. It's like, okay, if you want to exit now, you'll pay a big discount. So it goes, Jeets, you get to click now and get out. And everyone else who believes earns like some sort of yield or earns theirs to make it to the end. It'll be like really scary. But like, yeah, that's, I don't know, man. I don't know, friends. I don't know. 99. Or they pump their pDAI at a discount and it allows you, they dump their pDAI at a discount and it allows you to buy it and get paid for doing so. So more of locking? No. Farm. This sounds like a Richard Hart move. Yeah, Mr. Liquid Loans, it does. Mr. Hawk, the worry that people will sell and bridge out will go away with time. Proof of certain changes in understanding and implementation. Very true. Over time, people get used to this stuff. So Mr. 99 says, you know, they could dump their pDAI at a discount. So you can buy their, this is a comment. Can we just pause for 2 seconds? The guy doesn't stutter. The guy doesn't stutter. It's like, bro, we're like chapter 17 of a 55 chapter book, and you're telling us what's going to happen in like chapter 32. How do you know that? Have you been playing with Pokeballs without us, Mr. NineIronCapital? He might be a Kuma. Remember, friends, he might literally just come out, be a Kuma, Raging Demon. And more continuation. This is me up the top. I say, is it kind of like you selling OTC of Coinbase stock back in 2017 because you want to exit and other people buy it from you and then they hold to 2021 to get the extra 200x of Coinbase stock? 99 replies back to CryptoSurf saying, yes, you will be able to hold. And then I just post the price. And then Mr. Dot Specialist, aka Richard Hart, says in capital letters, he says, go out now and buy glitter pants. And because he said that, I actually did. I've ordered them right now. Coming in a few days. Hopefully 5 to 10 days. Glitter underpants. Okay. 99 replies to me, it's way simpler and more liquid than this. So kind of like selling the OTC. So he goes, it's way more simple. Maybe a button press. Like, hey, you know, take it. Look, it could be something like, I hope it's not like this, but it might be. Could be something like, okay, sell your pDAI now at 5 cents. Or leave it staked. You earn 40% APY per month. And then like a year and a half, it's $1. I don't know. I hope it's not like something like that because it's all scary making these decisions, but we'll see. I've also got this comment here from Alex. When 99 and Somi talk to each other, it gives me goosebumps. It's like God and Jesus talking together. This better work out, man. This better work out. So, and everyone's yelling. Everyone's like exclaiming friendship and kindness. And then we have more information here from Cocky Investor. I don't know. That's the plan. If that's the plan. But I would rather it go slower and become more resilient, even if we can't take big profits right away. It would also build massive trust from the people watching from the outside. Yes, but like, what if Richard Hart and his plan is get it to $1 faster than you think, but get it to be stable for a few months, you know? Because here's the thing, right? I'm with you. The thing is, though, bull market's limited. Yeah? The money and the flair and the business cycle is not going to be up forever. You have a limited window of time. We can't stretch this out. That's stock market Ponzi stuff. Crypto doesn't work like that. You can only do like a sacrifice or your big magic trick reveal in the heat of the bull market. After that, it's basically you've gone cold. It's Antarctica everywhere. And look, we're still suffering 4 years later, right? That's another thing that I have to balance. Topsoil, just peg it. You know what, sir? We will just peg it, okay? We will just peg it. We are so close. DcentraliseMe's video was fire. Now, I want to show you some of the more posts here. Look at this. So this is Mr. 1000X or 0 replying to 99. When you say sacrifice, boss, do you mean by holding the line and earn the dividends? Mr. 99, yes, and being rewarded for that decision. Remember, I told you the climax at the start. He hinted single side staking pulse ends up reinforcing the peg. That's why I was just guessing, because we just watched that DcentraliseMe video, right? Remember, friends, at the beginning of this video, we went through like, there's a path where the compound DAI can go morph into the pulse, which is like, whoa! So it's all the same thing. But I don't know if that's 100% true. We don't know. And remember, even when okay, there's a lot of things like, you know, you're going through, you're like, but you don't have all the answers. Okay, but the price is back to 0.5 cents. We're up 20x since the gravestone emoji. Caddy dropped her sorcery ring. Richard dropped his top hat. And now Maria just dropped his glittery disco pants, which is coming in the mail. Okay? So we've gone through that phase. And I just want to share some even more posts. Mr. His Excellency, I've anticipated this for quite some time. We will have to make a small sacrifice to experience the resurrection. The community will be tested and torn at a fork in the road. Walk through the fire together in the hope of stepping into glory, or take a less risky path toward $1 without as significant upside. So with that, Mr. 99 pretty much says, no, sir, it's a positive. It won't be a hard decision for many. No decision won't harm anyone. No decision actually helps the peg. Whoa! What does that mean? I don't know. Don't know if you do nothing. Man, I was just thinking, friends, like, I've gone through this. I'm thinking, man, if one thing broke, just one. Look how many moving pieces there are. It's like flying an airplane, man. And it's a UFO airplane. You're morphing gravity. You're like, hey, you better get your distance right because you're going to go right into an asteroid. Mr. 99 replying to me. Have you finally figured out who the last boss is, friend? Is it me? Oh, man. So I started posting about BioShock, friends. Have you ever played BioShock? BioShock, award-winning video game. It's amazing. Now, in BioShock, if you got some time, you should play it. It's an awesome game. So, Atlas, see the guy on the left? Atlas is like your buddy at the start. He helps you. He gets some turrets. He helps you defeat some of these sphincters at the beginning, and then he guides you through the game. And he helps you the whole way. And then you have like this, like 3/4 of the game, you get this grand reveal. And it turns out Atlas ain't really your friend. Atlas is a dude called Frank Fontaine. And he brings you into the office, right? So you were basically working for him the whole time without knowing. And then I think you defeat him, and then you end up finding out the truth is that you were manipulated the whole time. So it's very interesting because you build up the whole game going like, oh yeah, he's my friend. He's always telling me what to do. He talks to me, you know, we laugh, and then end up the grand reveal. So that's why, I don't know why the game like this is just, you know, because you're thinking about final boss and these twists and these turns and these characters. I don't know why that game just, it jumped at me. So let me know what you think about all of that. Remember how we all started, friends? This is Mr. 99. Read it again. Does anyone realize that once this is done, Pulse will be able to be single side staked into defending the peg? There will be yield for everyone. Thus, we complete a native decentralized stablecoin. Hence the first cycle unicorn. No chain has a native decentralized stablecoin. They have to beg Circle to come deploy on them. They have to go beg Tether to do these exogenous banking stuff. That's why it's now you get to see why, if this works out, if the prophecies are true. Okay? Once again, could go to zero for the third time, iterating into zero, had double nervous poopers in the morning, and I lost my soul and heart in the process. You get it. But if it doesn't go to zero, what's the upside? Well, it's 200x now. We're getting closer. What do you think about that? Once again, none of this is financial advice. I'm staying long, but like, subscribe, belly button all. My nipples remain pegged.